Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Mad Tinker Gaming with me, Mad Tinkerer. Now, recently, we've seen a lot of changes coming in here. I guess this fixed MSF movement is actually doing some good. They have put out new challenges. Like before, say we'll click on Training Day, you only had up to Tier 10, as you can see on my screen. They've added Tier 11 and Tier 12. Now, I cannot make a dent in Tier 12 yet. I guess that's just for really big guys. But I wanted to go through today, and on some of the ones that I have been able to get some stars in, show you what teams I used, the strategies I used, and maybe it'll help you all develop plans. And if you have suggestions on how to fix some of the stuff that I was making wrong, or different characters, teams that you're using to 3-star them, and their power levels, please let me know. It'll help me build up something to where I can get through these two. But right now I'm going to show you Training Day Tier 11, the team I used. This is what I used. I was originally trying to do BKT because this is for cosmic characters, and I thought BKT would do really well in it, but it does not. It gets manhandled. So I added Hela in and Groot. Now originally I just put Hela in place of Thanos right here in the middle of my BKT typical setup. But I noticed that Star-Lord was feeding energy to the minion, Greg. So I didn't like that. So I shifted Groot over one and put Hela out here on the outside. So that when I do Star-Lord's energy buff to try and get Rocket to go off again, it's not going to feed it to Greg. And I managed to get 2 stars on this one, so I'm going to play this one again, and we'll see what we get this time around. I have managed to get 2 stars on it twice, so we'll see if this will still hold up. And hopefully it'll give you a good idea as to what to do. Now my guys are weak. My Minerva and my Hela are not very strong. So, you know, I'm sure those guys with higher end Minervas and higher end Helas are going to have a lot better time. Now, of course, it kind of sucks because you have to initially start hitting on Drax, of course. But I put this on him right here. Now, I went ahead and I pounded on him with Rocket here to get him down. One of the big keys that we found, like some of us that were talking in our alliance, was to try and keep the Fantastic Four down as much as possible. Now, one of the big ones that really bothers me, I'm going to go ahead and heal through the heal blocks here. As soon as Groot gets his chance, I'm going to have to put up death proof. That was one of the big things. As soon as he gets his first chance, put up the death proof. This is not looking good because I've already lost my Hela. I might have to play this one a second time for y'all. But one of the big contributing factors to this was trying to keep Things and Ghost Riders down. As you progress through the stages, you get extra ones, and that's not very good. Let's get our Hela back up. Alright, we're going to debuff and heal just a little bit. We're going to try to shoot through here and see if we get any heals off of anybody. Okay, we got one guy down. Now you're going to get really low on some of these guys, and it's going to suck, but it is what it is. We're going to try to take out the Human Torch because I don't like his damage overall. This round does not look as good as it did the last few times I tried it. So let me back out and I'll try it again. The good thing about doing this is that you don't lose the ability to come in and do it again. Now, that might have just been some really bad RNG. There is, I believe, a lot of randomness to their attacks, their crits. Sometimes you get a good flow and things just drop on the other team, and then other times they get a good flow and your guys just get crushed. But we're going to go in here and try it one more time this way. If not, I'll move on to the next. I'll give each one of these 2 goes. If I can't get a star on it, or at least a 2-star on it, then we'll move to the next one. But I did have 2 stars on it. I don't know how it worked out that well, but here we go. We'll hit him again. I single targeted to put a bleed on. Rocketed him. Last time that got rid of him completely. I'm going to go ahead and put a blind up. As soon as it's Groot's turn, we have to do death proof. I am going to put No, I'm going to spread. I'm going to spread this blind and the heal blocks all the way around. That seems like a pretty good notion. Come on, Groot. Let's get your turn. All right, death proof. Here we go. Death proof on everybody. That really does help a lot. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and heal through the heal blocks using mass phlebotomy. And then I'm going to try to focus on tearing through this barrier with Rocket's AoE. That got a lot of people. Now, he's going to take a lot of damage from Ghost Rider here. Probably die. But my Minerva is still up, so I can bring him back. I'm going to focus on the Thing. I want to get the Thing out of the way. His damage is just ridiculous. Now I'm going to focus on her. Let's put a ability block up here on her. We're going to get Rocket Raccoon back in business again. Go ahead and take her out as quickly as we can. Clear off some of these debuffs. He'll hit Greg. I was hoping he'd kill him because I could get a little heal out of it. Okay. Now, let's take out Ghost Rider. I don't want a second Ghost Rider up. Those are really not fun to deal with. His bleeds get really annoying. Okay, let's take him out and do some hits here. We're down to 5 characters. It still isn't looking super good for me. Okay, now, when they dropped this, I was focusing on Namor and then Ghost Rider because I had more guys up, and it was putting all the effects on him, and then he'd hit that, and it was just wiping my guys out. Okay, something is different. Because this was one of the few that I did manage to 2-star. I will give this one more shot. Okay, three strikes, we're done. All right. I know I said 2, but I really am trying to figure out what I'm doing differently than what I did before. Everything seems the exact same way that I was doing it before. It might just be the real randomness of a crit hit here or something like that, and they might be getting their crits where I'm not. But I did manage to get this one 2-starred earlier. It was a struggle. I did have to figure out a team composition to do this. It's not looking too good, though. But, okay. Let's go ahead and take him out with this. Then we're going to focus on Mordu here real quick if I can get him gone. That'll be nice. Do the mass phlebotomy to go ahead and heal. Come on, let's get death proof up. I'm going to just spread everything to slow everybody down a little bit. Not the best spread mechanic, but death proof. The sequencing seems different on my characters for some odd reason. Like they're not going in the order they did at the time I initially played. Let's put a blind up again. Maybe that's what it is. Let me try this one more time. The sequencing is different with these guys. I'm not sure why it's following a different chain. I haven't done anything different with the characters. They're still set up correctly, or set up the same way. Maybe there's just something I'm doing like one move different. Maybe I'm not hitting a blind right there to have the blind up and then spreading the blinds to everybody. That might have been what I was doing different. I'm trying too hard to take out Drax. But then the first time I got the 2 stars, he fell the first run. So that might be what's different. Drax is staying alive, and he doesn't need to be. But it should be Minerva. It's not Minerva, so let's go ahead and do Rocket. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put this blind up so that I can spread blinds. Okay. Now I did do the mass phlebotomy that put bleeds on everybody. And I'll spread all this. So all the blinds are going to get spread. I will get a heal or 2 off of that. Okay. Death proof was essential, so that's there now. Maybe it was just that one putting of a blind up that's going to make the difference, guys. I'm going to go ahead and try to target Scarlet Witch to get her out of the way. Now do this AoE. That should get me 1 kill. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Human Torch. He is pretty devastating damage-wise. Now I can focus. See, now you've got 2 things up. That's bad. The thing is just a pain in the butt. Alright, so maybe I should have focused on the thing first. Let's go ahead and get him down and get him out of the way. Let's bring Hela back. Let her get her Greg back up. Get us a couple more heals from these Gregs. Clear some buffs, do another mini heal. Okay. Now, as much as I want to get rid of that Ghost Rider, I'm going to go ahead and knock on this thing here for just a little bit. I've got to get these guys down. They will be my bane if I let them keep going. And they are. So there's something I'm doing different, or this thing's buffed a little bit. I don't know. It's not quite what I wanted. There is a sequence. I'm missing it. The blind did need to be taken into account, so we'll do this and we'll see if we can get the sequence down. You're getting to watch me do this right here live. We're sequencing this out, and hopefully it'll help you be able to do it if you have a stronger team. It might be a little boring watching me do this, and I'm going to give this one more go, and then I'm going to move on to the medical supply run and the orb fragments. I did 3-star both of those on the 11s. The ability enhancement was a little bit off. I only got 1 star on it, so that's probably a lot of luck. Okay, we'll put the blinds up. That way I can spread them when it comes around. Okay, I did put a bleed. Now we spread it all. There we go. Now a couple of these guys are just death proof. Let's bring Hela back. Focus on Mordu this time around. Let's take him out so I can get more healing done. Well, it doesn't matter. So bad RNG on this one. Alright, well, I'm not going to keep boring you all with this. It doesn't look like I'm going to get another 2-star run out of it, but I did manage to get 2 stars out of it, so it is possible with what I did. You can see it in the thing over here. 2 stars, tier 11. That was the team I used. Unfortunately, it's not working right now. So we're going to go over here and we're going to do the ability enhancement. Now I only got 1 star here. Once again, I used kind of a mock Helavision. Since you can't use Ultron in it, it's only protector characters. But I used Mags, Jug, Phoenix, Hela, and Vision. Let's hope we can get 1 star out of this one. But I figured I would give a shot at each one of these. Now, of course, they're throwing Drax in like they've been doing for forever here, and it's really annoying. So I'm going to clear him off, and then I'm going to focus down Scientist Supreme. I'm just going to keep pounding on her until she disappears, because I don't like Scientist Supreme. Go ahead and get my taunt up over here. Take health. Put an ability block up. Maybe I can spread the ability block here in a minute. Spreading ability block. There we go. That's a big key. Now we'll pull everybody over here. That got rid of Scientist Supreme. Now I can just start focusing down. Now, one of the weird things about this is I really don't like the Jessica Jones over here because she keeps clearing off all my buffs. So let's clear his stuff off, and then I can focus down Jessica Jones here. She seems to just, every time I put buffs up or debuffs on somebody, she keeps going at it, and just it gets really annoying. So we're going to take all the life we can, boost some people up. My Hela is now gone. Let's go ahead and take out War Machine. Now, Doctor Strange is my next go-to guy. I really don't like him because he flips all the stuff. Let's do a big drop here, see how much damage we can take off of him. Get rid of Doctor Strange. Focus down some Deadpool action over here. Yeah. Here we go. That should get Deadpool, put a little damage on Carnage. Now it's just time for us to go in here and beat down Carnage. Alright. Here we go. And boom. There we go. So that's pretty much what it looked like when I one-starred it before. So there's my 1-star again. It's getting a little bit of extra materials. So, I mean, I'm not doing anything amazing with it. That was my last chance for a run on it. The medical supply run, let's check this one out. Now, I did 3-star the medical supply run. The team I used is this right here. So I used Mr. Sinister out here on the edge. A lot of defense here, a lot of stuff like that. I originally tried to do it with Sabretooth and Deadpool in here, and it didn't work out quite as well as I thought. So we're going to try this one right here again. I did 3-star this. Now, there was a lot of death and then stuff coming back. So it was a last minute, I got all 5 of them back up on the field kind of thing. So we're going to check that out and see what happens with this one. But we're going to go in here. And now, logistically, I was kind of worried. I didn't know who I wanted to take at first with my Mr. Sinister clone. I ended up choosing War Machine just because of his AoE effects and his general overall damage. I went ahead and did what I could here to get everybody beefed up. I did select him. I'm going to take War Machine again like I did the first time. I'm going to go ahead and mass phlebotomy to put some extra bleeds up on everybody. And then we'll just start using his attacks. I mean, that's what it's there for. Shuri was one of my bigger targets, but now this fight over here becomes difficult once he puts his taunt up. But now I've got all my stuff boosted up. And I just sit here and pound on M'Baka. That's all you can do. I mean, once he gets his taunt up, I mean, I do my buffs and all of this stuff, and I just keep putting bleeds out, keep doing what you have to do to keep everything going. Put death proof on everybody, keep all of this stuff going, keep putting the defense ups, and then slowly you just start wearing them away with their own character. Okay, now M'Baka is gone. With him down, I start working on Shuri. Shuri's the girl that I do not like on this opposing team, but we'll see what we can get. We'll see what we can get. Do a little bit of heals. Keep doing the AoEs. Eventually, these guys will start falling. Now, it does take a long time to get through this one, but here we go. Oop. More stuff up here on these guys. My guys are still doing good. Put an extra bleed on Shuri. Hopefully, she'll drop down soon. Okay, there we go. Now, I started focusing on their War Machine. Cleansed all their stuff off. Did a little bit of heal here and there. M'Baka's got his taunt back up, so I have to go back through him. Keep putting the defense ups up so that these guys are going to go crazy. And this time I took, well, I'm going to take M'Baka because that's the taunt. I guess the last time I didn't have that up, so it was kind of one of those weird things where I got to take War Machine again. So this one's just a little bit of a different run here. I didn't have to do that with M'Baka the last time. Keep the death proof up. I don't want anybody dying. Okay, now let's focus on War Machine. Actually, I'm going to focus on Deadpool. Let's try to take him out. I know the bleeds and stuff, he just keeps healing back up, and it's kind of annoying. But he's got a defense down now, so let's go over and start hitting him as hard as we can. Let's see if we can get rid of him before he comes back around. I don't like his team-up potential with Cable over here. Sometimes those hits really do hurt. Okay, so we did manage to get him gone, and he didn't revive, so that's a big bonus. Alright, now let's focus back over here. Mass phlebotomy, we'll keep everybody up, keep more bleeds on these guys, keep them going. The more stuff we have on them, the better off it seems to be. Alright, now, with this coming into play, I did focus heavily on getting rid of Captain America, because he's the taunter that they've got. I didn't like having the taunt up, so we're going to keep focusing on him, and we're going to try to take that down as quickly as possible. Buff our guys back up. Go ahead and put a taunt up on him. Throw some extra bleeds around. The taunt guys in this one are the ones that are the hardest to get through. They just kind of make you drag it out a little bit with this team. There's no real way for me to get around the taunts. There's not a timer though, so that's a big boost. If this was timed, I would definitely time out on it. M'Baku has his up, so let's go ahead and try to take him out. We'll just keep hitting him. I don't think I have anything really strongly to worry about here. It's just literally just a long, drug-out fight for this number 11. We'll keep our death proof up here. Do another little mini heal. M'Baku's starting to get some of his stuff rolling again. Now, see, I did lose Minerva the last time too, but luckily for me, we managed to get a. Who do I want? I'm going to clone Deadpool since there's nobody here to give me an extra damager. I need some damage, I think. Put our defense up. Get a little extra healing going. Alright, this is not quite the outcome I was hoping for so far. Alright, there's a big heal. I needed that. I think it's because I didn't focus down on M'Baku. Alright, M'Baku's finally gone. Now let's get this stuff rolling again. Alright, I got Minerva back. That's what I'm looking for here. Okay, that's good. This is getting down to the wire here. Death proof backup on everybody. No, this one's not going the way I wanted it to. Alright, we'll try it one more time. But this one was one that I did 3 stars, so I think because I didn't go ahead and finish off on M'Baku when I had the chance, it made it more difficult because now I had 2 tanks at the end. So getting rid of one of the M'Bakus there seems to be a new priority for me. Like the first time you're just trying to learn this stuff, and it's weird. haven't actually explained my tactics behind some of this. I've not really had to do that much before, but we're going to go through this one again. This is only the second time through this one. Hopefully we'll get this one knocked out relatively quick. Alright, defense ups. I do have it sped up, so maybe it won't be quite as boring. Let's give everybody their red. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and throw a little bit more on Shuri there while I can. Let's get War Machine over here to us. Death proof everybody. Do heals. Cleanse us up, give us our offense up. Mass phlebotomy again, put some more bleeds out. Alright, now we should be back to a good pace. Start AoEing their field. Keep our defense ups. Okay, now M'Baku is up. Alright, let's start wearing him down. Shoot, Deadpool's got a taunt on him too. Okay, well maybe I can take him out. Nope, that went away. So back to M'Baku. I'm going to go ahead and keep focusing them. Wow, they put a taunt up on Cable. Okay, that's not as good as I wanted. I didn't want to be focusing on Cable, but I guess I'll do what I have to do. The taunts are just getting bounced around. Let's make sure Death Proof is up on everybody. Maybe we'll get a second clone before War Machine dies. Let's go ahead and keep M'Baku up here. I'm going to take another War Machine. So I've got 2 War Machines now. I'm hoping that that's going to be a big difference here. Let's take out Shuri. And then focus back on M'Baku. Alright. Trying to get everything set up for the next move so that I've got I'm going to keep Death Proof up on everybody, but so that the next round, the next time people drop, I'll be able to have everybody ready with their max capabilities so that I can just start dropping bombs on everybody using the Scientist Supreme effects, making sure that I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Got all my defense ups in place where I can do what I need to do. Alright, now here we go. Now, let's focus down Captain America here. Mass phlebotomy. Apply some bleeds, get those heals going. Do the basic attacks. Maybe we'll try to get rid of their war machine here real quick. Okay, now I'm sitting pretty. Let's get my defenses going again. I'm down to 7 guys here. Let's give them some extra bad stuff. We'll clear off a couple of things here from us. Try to take out some of these extra damagers here while I've got a shot. Okay, his taunt is back up. That's good. I can just focus on him for a while. Do a little healing. Okay, let's get rid of Captain America. Here we go, boys. Cap's got to go. Cap's got to go. I will go ahead and take a Captain America, though. Apply some defense up extra for us. Put a taunt on him. Alright, I'm just going to keep forcing down the Captain America. I know I can target anybody else, but I don't want him getting that stuff back up. Plus, I'm letting my guys build up their effects again. Keep death proof on everybody. Put these bad stuffs up here. Oh, see how he dodged all that stuff, so that's good. At least he's going to die here shortly, I hope. If he quit blocking, well, that's a lot of blocking for him. Alright, flipper effects. I'm going to take out these other taunters. We're getting down pretty good here. We got 5 guys. My guys are pretty well up. Man, come on, Cap. There we go. Finally, Cap decided to die like a good soldier. Now we can start taking out their damage guys. We'll work on some Deadpool here. My guys healed up. Deadpool's going to heal pretty well on this go around. So maybe let's focus on the Kingpin for a minute so he doesn't give any extra buffs. Okay, now Deadpool's good. We'll start working him back down real fast. I'll go ahead and clone him so I've got an extra attacker. Damage is the big thing with this team. It's very slow. It's not got a lot of pain to it. It's a very painstaking process. But I mean, once you get it down pretty low, these guys just drop. Let's go ahead and get all their taunters off the board. See if we can get another couple of hits on Deadpool before he heals back up again. Alright, there we go. Now this game is in hand here. This should be a easy 3-star process. We'll take out the Kingpin and then just work on everybody else. I don't think I have to play too much defensive anymore. I think I've got this one in hand. But this was a long fight. But I still 3-starred it. Anyway, I'll probably stop after this one because, I mean, I think the only other one, well, I might be able to get an orb fragment one in. We'll see. But like I said, thank God there's no timers on these. That would be ridiculous. I would have never made it if there was a timer on this one. All the defense in the world, none of the damage. That's what this team does right here. But I mean, I get to take people and I get to use them against them. And I'm getting 22 of these promotion orbs. This is one that I really wanted to do. Tier 12 gives you 40 promotion credits. Unfortunately, I'm not even close on that one. The orb fragments is the last one I can do here. I will fight this one. I got a 3-star. This is the team I used. I call it Bro Rodders. Instead of Pyro, I just put in Mr. Sinister. I got like 18 minutes to get this one done. So I'll show you this fight and we'll see if it develops the way I wanted it to. And then after that, I'm going to call it an evening and you guys can enjoy the rest of your evenings too. Alright, hurry up and load. Okay. Now, of course, Mr. Sinister back here is bad, but what I always did was I would hit Strife here with the Disrupt so that he can't put his taunt up, and then after that start focusing on Mr. Sinister. I was always trying to clone Mr. Sinister, but normally they would clone my Juggernaut, and then I would just have to take 2 Juggernauts. I mean, that's how it is. Okay, but I do get to clone him this time. Alright, so I get to clone a second Mr. Sinister. And then with the clone, I'm probably going to take Captain Marvel. And we'll see what we can do. This one's playing out a little bit odd, a little bit weirder than I expected it to. I really, truthfully expected to have a second Juggernaut so I could just run through them with that twice. That's how I got them beat the first time around. I got 2 Juggernauts out of it. And I just massacred them. Okay, so Miss Marvel got her taunt up. I probably should have taken Captain Marvel off the bat, but we'll see what happens. Still has her taunt up. Like I said, when I had the 2 Juggernauts, it was just easy to just run through them and then run through them, and like a bunch of them dropped. So this is a different fight scenario for me than what I had originally brought up. And with no real heals, there's not a whole lot I can do other than just pray that I get this one beat out, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So let's try it again. I'll give you one more try before it ends. I should still have enough time to do it. But yeah, that was very weird. I wasn't able to get Mr. Sinister the first time around, and normally he had cloned like my Juggernaut for some odd reason. So there's some sequencing issues in this that I'm not sure quite what they are. But things are playing out slightly differently. I don't believe I've advanced anybody, but there's always just some weird slight difference when you're playing. I think this time if I get to clone somebody, I'll probably just go ahead and clone Captain Marvel. She's such a big hitter. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that before. I just was focused on Mr. Sinister. Well, see, yeah, no. This one didn't play out well, so I'm not going to play this one. I did get 3 stars on it, but I've got a very limited time. It's going to drop off. I'll show you again the next time it pops up. on how to do the orb fragments. I did 3-star it for tier 11, but I'm going to go ahead and auto win it because there's not much time left for this one. Anyway, that's what I did earlier today, practicing all these different things, trying to get some stars in these tier 11s. It's still exceptionally hard. I think maybe the minimum stuff that they're giving you here, it's a little tight in my opinion, but it's still better than what it was before. This fix MSF movement is getting some stuff done apparently, so I'm hoping that they can continue on their working with Fox Next to make the game better. I do like these challenges. It's just I think some of my teams are very limited, and I'll still have to work them up. So if you have any other suggestions or different teams that you've 3-starred these with, put them in, put their power level ins, what you've got on them, and that'll give me an idea of how to go about doing some of these and finishing them out. I'm interested in hearing back from anybody that's in this community here. And please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button, and then click the bell icon, because even though you're subscribed, if you don't click that bell icon, you won't know when I post another video up. So do that so you get the next notification of videos that I'm putting up. And thank you very much for watching. Please enjoy my future videos. Enjoy this one too while you're at it. And spread the love. Bring other people in. Share my videos with whoever, because right now that's the biggest thing that y'all can do. Share me. Let other people see the video content. Let them come in. Give some good constructive criticism. And like always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.